Oh, that's so much better. Oh, sorry, you're interrupting something very, very personal. This is an important announcement. Anti-Duhring Battalion radio show tonight will not feature Anti-Duhring Battalion, as he is indisposed again. He was arrested by the police. He was found on the street in the nude, lying down, pretending to be a sundial. He has now been taken into a penal establishment. Meanwhile,
the fact that he got 14 years today is a signal that the scenery for white-collar criminals has darkened considerably, and it means it's a signal that sentences for white-collar criminals are going to escalate quite significantly in the next few years.
It's the Anti-Duhring Battalion radio show, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Anti-Duhring Battalion radio show.
Yes. That's so much better, and here you can hear the ghost of the old harmonica playing there. That's harmonica, that is. Hello, harmonica, how are you? That was another tribute to Cilla Black. Harmonica, thank you very much, and I am so excited to be here because, in fact, my name is Elliot Stewart. I'm still Elliot Stewart. If you're still listening, then you are tuning into the Anti-Duhring Battalion radio show, and we're always going to do the thing we always do. So, Mark, ask me that question.
What day is it?
It's Monday.
What day is it?
What time is it?
What day is it?
What day is it?
We've just said. Okay, let's try doing that all at the same time.
What time is it?
Yeah, no, not yet. Hang on,
Syncopation.
Wait. Syncopation. Yes, let's work the rhythm method into it.
What station is it?
Let's go back, rewind. Okay, yes, thank you. Craig David is not in the house. He's going to go and get me some milk. Okay, let's start again. Mark, all of us. Oh no, I see, because you thought it was Mark as in Mark the K, not Mark the H. Anyway, yeah, so everybody ask me, what day is it?
Monday.
What day is it?
No, don't answer the question. You will not answer the question. Oh, God,
right, I'm getting it.
Right, you'll get it in a minute,
Let's try it again.
What? No, ask me what day it is.
What
day is it?
It's Monday, not another day.
What time is it?
It's 7 o'clock.
Or another time?
Or another time.
What radio station is it?
It's Wandsworth Radio and not another radio station. Yes! Well done. There you go. A fantastic example of ineptitude, but in stereo, possibly. Stereo ineptitude. Now,
well, that's what happens when you get 2 marks on the show, you see.
Exactly. There's 2 marks forward and 1 mark back. That sounds like I'm quoting from a song by Paula Abdul, but in fact I'm not. I'm paraphrasing. But what I am doing is realizing that last week we discovered that this show is in fact part of the Marvel Universe. That's right. I was approached by a man wearing an eye patch saying, "Assemble!" Obviously, it might have been Pirate Day at IKEA, but what I do know is that last night a DJ saved my life. So that's true. It is because I'm a DJ, which means I'm at least 1, 2, or 3 one of the emergency services. So that's pretty cool. In fact, I think the song goes on to say, with a song. We don't play any songs on this show, so Mrs., you're on your own. But I know I'm not on my own, in fact, because I've got the emotional strength and the wonderfulness that I think of myself. But what I do have here is I'm joined by my marvellous and super guests. To my left, you can see the sexy, gorgeous, feminine and slinky Mark Keegan. And next to him, you can see the hunky beefcake that is SARA Mason.
Good evening.
Thank you. There you go. It is SARA, isn't it?
It is SARA.
Not SARA. Or
not less of the hunky, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yes. I was just going to say I muddled those. I muddled those up. I did muddle those up.
You did.
I did, but in a humorous way. That's and where the joke.
Did you say hunky? I thought you said honky.
Honky beefcake.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure we can say honky
honky
beefcake.
Well, we just have. We said it on
the thing is, we're reclaiming it. Yes, we're honkies with attitude.
Honky tonk is cool.
Yes, there you go. Anyway, that's what we're doing now. I did mention, of course, that we are part of the Marvel Universe, and we have marvellous powers. And as I always ask people, what powers do they have? Now, it is before the watershed, Sarah, so don't be too explicit. What powers do you have? You're looking to see if there's a script there. I'm asking for some spontaneous, what powers do you have, madam?
I'm fairly psychic.
You're fairly psychic?
Yes, I'm quite psychic.
He's quite psychic. Okay, that's pretty good. You've been told to lean towards the microphone, so
I'm not psychic enough.
That's what I think what she was trying to do there is linking into the sketch that we are about to do, you see. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold off for a second because I want to see what Mark K, not Mark the H, hemorrhoids, that's what it stands for. Basically, what powers do you have, Mr. K? I'm going to call you that now.
I have a very interesting power this week.
Oh, yes, what is it? It's quite exciting. Yes.
I do. I have the power to re-peel bananas. Because you know sometimes you fancy a banana and then you take the peel off.
Do you wear a slip?
And then you change your mind. I thought, what a great power to have. You'd never waste a banana again.
No, you would never waste. How could you waste a banana?
I mean, I don't mean in the Schwarzenegger sense of going around wasting bananas.
It's a good
with a machine gun.
It's a good source of potassium. Is machine guns. I don't know about bananas.
It is.
Now, before we reveal the location of the fourth segment of Hulk Hogan's Horcrux, it is time, in fact, now to look into the future with what remains mentally of our resident psychic and wicker woman, Debbie Bumstead. Hello, Debbie.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Now, before you forecast this week's horoscope, I wanted to ask, why have you got such a dull, normal name?
All the best ones are gone.
Well, maybe during our chat, if the listeners would like to send in their suggestions, the one with the best name, you could give them a good reading, riches, long-term relationship, dreams come true, that sort of thing.
It doesn't work like that. I have to consult the great void and relay the words inscribed in the sky.
But still, we could give them a car sticker, couldn't we?
Oh, well, I'm tuning in to the spiritual pathways. I think
the
Wi-Fi is interfering.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, that's got Viking, North Artsire, South Artsire, 40s, northeasterly veering northwesterly, 5 to 7, slight, becoming moderate, occasionally rough later, except in 40s, rain or showers. Good.
No, that's the shopping. That's the shopping forecast. That's a shipping forecast.
Hang on.
Yeah.
The soul radiating core is buffering.
Sorry.
Damn wait.
Yeah.
I'm going down to Alphabet Street. I'm going to crown the first girl that I meet. I'm going so sexy she'll want me from my head to my feet.
That's Prince. That's no good.
No, it's all right. Love Sexy is underrated. Much better than any of his 90s stuff. Yeah. Diamonds and Pearls is so lame. I think he went downhill from the Batman soundtrack onwards.
Okay, we've got some names in while you've been doing that. We've got Cloudy Mistress from Sam Collins from Ipswich. We've got Spaced Out Susie from Karen Buffum from Colchester. And Zona Matrix from Kevin Collins in Kilburn.
The first one sounds like a mushroom. Now, I'm nearly on the mystic field, the upload's being affected by the sky shield. Can you adjust the settings?
Well, while we're waiting, have you ever actually contacted any celebrities on the Nether Zone, if you know what I mean?
Well, you're going to probably ask me about dead celebrities, but you can actually contact famous people in their dreams. The energy that radiates during dreams crosses over into the spirit realm if you get an adapter from Maplins. I recently intercepted Tom Cruise via a dream we were both having about semi-clothed gladiators.
Oh, well, certainly not liable or anything. Tom Cruise is certainly not gay, not at least in his dreams anyway. Any luck breaking through to the other side yet?
The signal's a bit patchy. Is someone using the same server?
Well, there's a live tarot reading going on next door with the girls from Babe Station, and some live action role players outside are summoning the spirit of Cthulhu using a plastic replica sword and a Jethro Tull t-shirt. Oh, sorry, I remembered. I noticed that coming in today. Sorry.
Well, this is no good. No wonder I can't get through. I could rig up something.
Do you need a goat skull or a human sacrifice? Because I just saw David Cameron just go by. Okay. For balance, I just saw the Liberal, the Labour. Oh, come on. Do I really have to insert a different political party? I mean, surely I'm allowed to attack those in power. Comedy by its nature is anti-authoritarian against the man. What's wrong with saying we could rip out Cameron's heart, set fire to it, appease the gods, and open a pathway to spiritual guidance?
He'd need to have a heart first.
For all those listeners with right-wing tendencies who feel the show has slipped from a mystic parody into a rant against Tories and feel threatened and powerless, welcome to our world, Buster. You bunch of... Sorry, the producer's looking at me. Sorry, about to sketch. So, Debbie, how do you see the future?
Another 4 years of suffering under the party who puts austerity
No,
ahead.
the sketch.
Sorry,
got
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
The voices are saying, avoid sugar, do more exercise, and don't get hung up by your ego. Lucky colour blue.
Blue. You see, they get everywhere. Blue, don't they? Thanks, Debs.
For balance, free will is hopeless. Eat whatever the hell you like, and let the poor go to the wall. Good luck. And remember, your fate is not a path to you, but a destiny to the path ahead of you. Sorry, I watched The Matrix last night. Just be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Thank you, Debbie. Well, there you go. That's the future. Now, I am going to have to admit that we've had a bit of a switcheroo with the humorous order of things. I'm looking at the producer now. Now, if I say the word a mighty wind, would that confuse him completely, or do you think we'll get some mighty wind? Let's find out.
The icy wastes of the Northern Hemisphere, way out west from the North Pole. A hardy quartet of polar explorers bravely battle the elements.
Well done, men. Another mission successfully completed.
Yes, indeedy, Captain Stewart. Well, apart from all those bits we missed out...
More details, Crackhorn.
If I may be so bold, sir.
What is it, Fancy?
Well, we didn't actually reach the North Pole. All the Huskies were poisoned by your attempts to make dog food out of broken generators. No good. And we lost one of our tents in a bet with Ross Kemp while he was up there filming the episode of the world's iciest gangs.
True, but on the plus side, we've got another rather lovely postcard. In fact, I'm just writing one now to my good friend and cat sitter, Cockney Hardman, and actor Ray Winston.
And I've got one for pretend Cockney Hardman actor Danny Dyer. We were at drama school together. I haven't got very far with it, though. I managed to write Dear Danny, but then I crossed it out in case he thought I was implying he was a bit effeminate.
Right, what about Oi Danny, you muppet?
No, call him the Danster. He'd like that, I would imagine.
I've got a better one. Oi, Danny boy, who you calling a snowbound, can we say that word? No, I can't say that because it's between 7 and 8, sir. Lol. I know I've ruined attention to the punchline, but I did want to say that word, but I'll spell it out. S-L-A-G. Thank you.
Or maybe I could call him Mr. Dyer, as a sort of wind-up. He'll think it's some kind of a official invitation, like a county court injunction, or an invite to the TV Quick Soap Awards.
I was going to send one to Hollywood Heartman, Harvey Keitel, to thank him for watering my plants, but I'll probably get back home before he gets it. Perhaps I could take him a gift.
You could pick him up a bottle of Malibu in duty-free. Mr. Keitel would like that. Quite possibly.
Splendid idea. While I'm at it, I can grab a litre of Blue Nun for explicitly for a it's the snow in my eyes. I can't read the script. For the amazing cast in I can't read. Could you say that word for me, Crackhorn?
Inexplicably,
thank
sir,
you.
Yes.
Cast in a lot of films as a futuristic Cockney hardman, Jason Statham. He's been checking my emails for me.
Excellent. Well, that's all the cards and gifts sorted. Now we can prepare for tonight's Stars in Their Eyes.
Ah, yes. Our traditional end of expedition, Stars in Their Eyes. In many ways, it's my favourite part of the polar expedition.
Mine too.
I recall the South Pole 1993 Stars in Their Eyes with particular fondness. When I stepped out to that ice, dressed as Tina Turner, and belted out the opening verse of What's Love Got to Do With It, I felt 8 feet tall.
That was probably the stilettos, sir.
So, Captain Stoke, who are you going to give us tonight?
At the moment, it's a toss-up between Adele and Limol from Kajagoogoo.
Crackhorn, Hufflepuff and myself have fastened some stunning fur evening gowns out of dead husky pelts. We're performing a melody of When Will I See You Again and Woman in Love. We're calling ourselves the -3 degrees, you get it?
No, not really, no. No, not really fancy at all.
I'm also doing a solo turn as one of the 2 drummers from Adam and the Ants.
What a show we have lined up.
Yeah, wow, what a show.
Exciting, I can't wait. Yes. Wait! We're going to have to call off tonight's end of Polar Expedition Stars in Their Eyes.
What? Why?
Because I got confused then. Ask me again.
Oh, why, sir?
Because all our previous end of Polar Expedition Stars in Their Eyes have been hosted by former Blockbuster host Bob Honus.
Apart from 1987 when it was Bob Carroll, geez.
Only because Hufflepuff ticked the wrong Bob in the box. I'll do it again. Sorry, the snow. Only because Hufflepuff ticked the wrong Bob on the booking form. It's not easy to say, you know.
In my defence, that was before they made it online.
Somewhat inconsiderably. Former Blockbuster host Bob Honus went and died in 2012. Without our host, we have no option but to cancel tonight's End of Polar Expedition Stars in Their Eyes. Fancy, I'm ordering you to burn the stunning fur evening gowns fashioned out of dead husky pelts. And then I want you to chuck out all my Adele CDs into the smouldering ashes. Oh, hang on. There's this.
Ding!
Oh.
Not so hasty, Captain Stewart. I've just received a text message from former Wimbledon and Wales footballer turned Cockney hardman movie actor Vinnie Jones. He's on his way here to host tonight's End of Polar Expedition Stars in Their Eyes. And he's coming by paraglider. Almost certainly.
Of course he is, Crackhorn. Of course he is.
Well, there you go. That was certainly acting in a whole new scale of what on earth was going on. But what we do have now is last week we experimented with the word ick and muse, and we combined them and we made ick muse. So, Mark the Hook, do you have any more ick muse for us tonight?
Sure do, boy.
Okay, and what's the name of this song that you are about to play, Mark?
I'm gonna play Baby It's Alright.
All right, let's play that then.
Crawl across the floor towards the light. Beneath the door, a crack that shines so bright. And your lover makes you suffer. She's your sister and your mother too, yeah. And everybody tells you it'll be alright if you try. Yeah, baby, it's alright. Yeah, baby, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, baby, it's alright. Your sister's fortune rose and fell in 2 years. The lawyers told her how to fear and what to fear. And your brother who deserted you, a timeless sign, the perfect crime. And everybody tells you it's gonna be alright if you try. Baby, it's alright. Yeah, baby, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, baby, it's alright. Yeah, baby, it's alright.
I've heard so much about. Thank you very much, Mark the Hook. And we all often do in these situations is we say, where can we hear more of that music?
You can hear more of that music. You can catch me on Facebook, Mark the Hook, SoundCloud, Mark the Hook, and there are a few other online media coming your way called Mark the Hook. So basically, if you look up Mark the Hook, you might find Mark the Hook.
You'll find playing musical instruments.
You can also, I'm going to be up in Edinburgh for 3 weeks. We're going to be doing lots of music and lots of stuff.
So is this, when are we seeing the last of you? Pardon that expression.
This is the last one.
No way.
What I'll do is I'll send some pre-recorded sort of live stuff for you.
We might play them.
And then you can play
Make sure we don't play them. Okay, that's good. So that's all right. Now I was going to say, actually, because we've advertised some stuff there, Mr. Mark, who's next to me, do you have anything to advertise while you're here? Anything, randomly? Say whatever you like.
I don't, but I just think really Mark the Hook is probably in the top 3 hooks now, along with Captain Hook and
Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook.
Yeah.
And Pete Hook, the bass player from New Order.
That's right.
So the only other Hook I could think of was Linda Hooks, but that's plural, and she was a hostess on Sale of the Century in the early 1980s.
There you
Obscure
go.
fact
And
fans,
ironically, I've just heard that Nicholas Parsons has had some sort of weird industrial accident, and his hand is replaced with a hook.
Wow.
Absolutely true. That's really good. Now, Sarah, while you're here, or Sarah, I'm going to get it right. So you get that all the time.
I do.
You do? So,
I do,
yes.
You like it, don't you?
I love
Mason
it.
or
It's
Mason?
extra attention.
Okay.
So
I love it.
now,
twice,
you yourself are going to Edinburgh with
am
a show that
indeed.
I'm worried about saying the title of. So I just think it's, what is if you describe the title one word at a time, and
Bert Lancaster
Hang on,
pierced my
there you go.
dot.
There you go.
When I was 11.
There we go. So
It's a comedy.
your imagination is probably worse than the producer just leaned in and brought the mic down and said, "Don't tell me what it is." He was really worried that I was going to say the word I'm so tempted to say right now, but I'm not going to.
It's a little bit like hymn, isn't it?
Eh?
Hymn. Like singing hymns instead of hers.
Indeed, that's probably.
But it's quite close to hymn, isn't it?
It's
quite close to
an
a
intimate
hymn,
thing. Oh, we're saying too much.
but not quite as religious.
Okay, that's
depending
good.
on where you're coming from,
exactly.
of course.
So
no pun intended.
Yeah, if you sort of walk up to someone, you're trying to sort of get hold of. Hi, man. No, God, I've said it now. Anyway, so meanwhile, it's not every day that you meet someone who really is famous, and today is no exception. Because we
didn't meet somebody famous either today.
Thank you, Mark the Hook, for telling us when that joke was. We're going to do that joke again. Here we go, and see if you can spot where the joke is. It's not every day that you meet someone really famous, and this is no exception. We get close. Well, we got close. In fact, close is the word. If you want to know what's rattling around inside the brain of a megastar, or even lower down, my next guest had her finger on the hub of the nub of the core of the pulse of, anyone. Anyone who was anyone. Now, before reality TV, before Heat magazine, and the intimate accidental leaks of Nookie online, and grumpy tweets here and there was, of course, Liza Stargrope.
Actually, it's Gropestar.
Oh.
Lisa Gropestar. You're confusing me with Liza Stargrope.
Oh.
Don't worry, darling. Common mistake. I forgive you.
Sorry. Well, who's Liza Grope? Who's Liza Stargrope then?
Oh, you are green, aren't you? Simply everyone that's anyone or everyone bumps into her at least 3 or 5 times a month. I've met her at least 12 times. And she works for Suffolk County Council as a part-time benefits cheat detector.
But you mix with the famous and infamous. Doesn't sound like you'd mix well in her circles.
We're meeting for coffee next week. Oh, something about my claim for job seekers being revoked permanently. Shall I say hello from you? Get the balls rolling.
You're a benefit cheat.
It was research for a book or a reality show or something.
Really?
Yes, it was. Can we please move on?
So I gave you a big intro, but I'm really not sure, what you do apart from steal valuable taxpayers' money, so to speak.
I said leave it. Or do you want you and your face will not know what day it is, honey? Honey, I tended to the famous.
Tended?
Emotionally.
Not physically.
Oh, good Lord. Can you imagine touching celebrities?
Ooh, nasty, yeah.
I brushed up against Christopher Biggins in a lift.
Oh, really? Was that's probably quite bad, wasn't it?
Hot.
Oh.
Very hot. Oh, my pulse raced. My heart fluttered. He is a hunk. Biggie, as I call him, is a brute, and no lady is safe. It's all an act. This facade of flamboyance. He's James Bond and Mr. Darcy and Philip Schofield all rolled into one hot stud.
Philip Schofield?
Yes, he's a demon in the sack. I call him the scary potato.
So, you know celebrities up close?
Let's just say no binoculars are involved.
Microscopes?
If you're going to be flippant, I will take my exclusive elsewhere. What do the words Marmite, George Clooney, Y-fronts and trowel mean to you? I have photos.
But it's not much good on radio.
I could describe them.
Well, I could say I'm balancing a green elephant on one hand and the Isle of Wight on the other. Doesn't mean that it's true, does it?
Very well, sweetie. If that's your attitude, your loss. But do the words Channing Tatum, pot, noodle and foot fetish mean anything at all to you?
No.
Ewan McGregor, Yahoo milkshakes and a car battery.
No, thank you. No, thank
David
you.
Tennant.
Yeah.
And Jodie Foster.
Okay, different, yeah.
And 3 litres of...
Milk?
No.
Tizer?
No, but you were close.
Tea?
No.
Coffee?
No.
Cocoa? Ovaltine? Dr. Pepper?
No.
Fanta? Tango?
No.
Thank you. Don't join in.
No.
Pepsi? Sunny D?
You'll never
Hot
know.
wax, isn't it?
You'll never know, Cheerio.
No.
Loser. Now, who do I have to canoodle to get a taxi home?
Look, I'm just so. Look, we'll get you a taxi. It's just tittle tattle. It really winds me up the wrong way. There's a crisis in countries. There's almost wars and broken peace. Terrible secrets revealing that we weren't really safe as children. I was ill in a hospital between 1977 and 1985, and I'm still waiting to see if any celebrities pop by. I'm a nervous wreck.
Oh, you poor thing.
Well, it's not your fault unless you can invent a time machine and put a protective barrier around me in '83 when I had my tonsils out.
I did study microtime field physics in temporal fracture structures at uni. I have a black hole in my bedroom. The events horizons is a bit rusty. The normal laws of space and time don't apply most days.
Cool. Well, I'll probably use that then. Thanks for coming along. And
American cream soda.
oh, of course it was. Ah, damn it. Well, there you go. Now, I've realised that we have advertised lots of fizzy drinks that actually exist. So could we invent some fizzy drinks that don't exist so that we will actually be, in a way, not being sued by imaginary company? Basically, I'm just sort of digging...
Bar?
Iron Bar. There you go. That's very good. Digging myself
Popular
out
in
of a...
Glasgow.
Yeah. I'm basically trying to dig myself out of a massive hole here.
Cuckoo Cola, popular with the birds.
Okay, and we're being slightly sexist. Great. We've been so much trouble.
birds,
Oh, fluffy
cuckoo,
birds. I
yes,
was being
fluffy,
worse than
yes.
you. There you go. Yes, the birds.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't trust them because they're
Soft
dyslexic.
rock.
They spelt it with a Y. To be honest, I don't. I haven't got time for people who misspell the band's names. I really don't.
Yeah, they were. I think it was "Hey Mr. Tangerine Man" or something was the only song they.
Yeah, they were obsessed with Fruit the Birds. They had
Yeah.
fruit
Yes.
mainly it was fruit songs. They had a whole thing of
Strawberry Fields Forever.
It was.
Oh,
No,
that was the
There's
that was those other guys.
and they
wasn't it?
spelled
Yeah.
it not wrong.
They did, yeah.
B-A. It was crazy. How can we trust these people?
I know.
Seriously, no wonder
They
two
were
of them are
being
dead.
trendy.
Sorry about Beatles fans. I just
Yes.
point out
No,
to
they
them.
were
As far as we
being
know,
The Monkeys, they also spelt their
Yeah,
name
exactly,
incorrectly.
and
weren't
only
even
one
a
of them
band.
died. So that's because
Yeah.
Monkeys aren't quite good as the Beatles because only one of them died.
No.
Beatles, 2 of them died. Class, quality. And talking of class and quality, which isn't really words.
Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls. Almost the opposite of quality music, which is a tenuous link into possibly music by Mr. Mark the Hook. How about that?
Yeah.
It's a great link there.
Well, that's fantastic.
Unless you are doing a Spice Girls cover, are you doing?
That's
I
absolutely
really want to zigga zigga.
Superb.
Ah.
Superb. That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And later on, we'll find out what zigga zigga means. But what we'll find out is what music means, or ickmuse, with Mark the Hook, Hemorrhoids, and his new song, which is.
I'm going to give you Give Back My Heart.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to do the full thing, the full lot.
Well, let's hope it's not the 12-inch mega mix, as we've probably overrunning as it is.
I've tried to forget you, yeah, and I've tried not to think about you. Avoided the places you're seen. But after all this time, my heart's still yours, not mine. Won't you give back my heart back to me? I've tried to bore you, yeah, I've even ignored you. Dissed all your sweet melodies. No matter the childish chatter, tried to tear me to tatters. Won't you give back my heart back to me? Yeah, and if you think I'll be waiting for you, and if you think, I'll be waiting for you, baby, anticipating some sign meant to tell me you're ready for my love. Well, I'm sorry, pretty lady, but my longings become jaded. Just give back my heart back to me. Give back my heart. Give back my heart. Give back my heart back to me. No use in denying, without my heart, I'm surely dying. 1,000 deaths and still no peace. While Johnny Cash is digging my grave, I'm still singing. Give back my heart back to me. Give back my heart. Give back my heart. Give back my heart back to me. Give back my heart. Give back my heart. Give back my heart back to me.
And we forgot to be spontaneous with our applause. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was amazing. We were so far away there, busy taking pictures of ourselves, that we thought maybe we shouldn't appreciate his music. But let's hear it one more time for Mark the Hook Hemorrhoid.
Yay!
Yes. I should stop saying that. I do
Fantastic.
apologise. There we go. Yes. So anyway, we've just discovered recently.
That's definitely a bit of projection going on there, isn't there?
A lot of projection.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Because
astral projection.
it's possibly astral projection. Anyway, so. Do you like opera?
Well, I see opera as a very loud, silent movie. The gestures, you know.
Do you like yogurt?
Well, I see yogurt as milk that's let itself go.
Do you like furniture?
I see furniture as trees that have allowed themselves to become subservient. What do you like?
My wife.
I see your wife as like my wife, but not in my bed. Well, not yet.
Touché.
I see Touche as an animated turtle from the 1970s.
And how are you on racism?
Neither here nor there. I can see it can have its uses, but something about it uneases me.
Well, you are white and middle class.
Do you like class?
I see class as a prison for culture, a wounding, virulent, an abomination of the human spirit.
Didn't you describe cornettos the same way?
Oh, yes. Class, you say. Let me know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hang on. I see it from a distance.
What about ABBA?
How do you see ABBA?
As an anagram of barbar.
Is that your dyslexia?
Well, I wouldn't say it belongs to me.
Shoes.
Cows for your feet.
Oh, yes. Very, very... it's just we are blatantly turning the scripts around here. If you can hear that, ladies and gentlemen, in stereo. Dandruff.
Small friends in case my hair gets lonely.
Season 14 of Doctor Who.
Better than sex.
Sex?
Not quite as good as season 14 of Doctor Who.
It's a doozy. It's great. Starts off with Hand of Fear. Then it I'm sorry. And then it's Mask of Andragora. Then it... Oh, God. No, hang on. Is it...
Essence of Primrose Oil?
Yes, sorry. Yes. How is your good lady?
Good.
And your wife?
Fair to middling.
I'm glad we met.
Me too.
When do you think the ambulance will arrive?
Oh, shouldn't be long.
So, just to pick up, what happened about 5 minutes ago?
You and I were in a head-on collision in cars.
Yes, in separate cars.
Separate cars,
yes.
And if we look down, we can see our bodies below as we float to the astral plane.
Oh, yes, look at that, yes. If you look very carefully, there's my head.
In that bush. Did you like gardening?
Well, I see gardening as grooming Mother Nature in an early age.
Any plans when we arrive at wherever we are headed?
Well, I see heaven as a comfort blanket for those unable to be in the moment.
And now?
Well, I'm hoping God, whoever's in charge, just gets me, understands me, where I'm coming from, I hate all that being different you at work, than at home. First impressions,
If God can't accept you, what's the point? You may as well be dead.
Which we are.
Well, there's always a bright side.
Yes, there is. Yes, there certainly is. That was quite profound. And next up... well, I'm very pleased to say it's more of a solemn moment. Most sincere minute's silence. No, minute... Yeah, quiet now, please. Minute's silence for the deaf. Right, 'cause I've set the clock. So 50 seconds from now. Don't cough. We're just doing it... Okay. Sit from now. Okay, that wasn't the minute's silence. That was just building up to it. Okay. Stop coughing, everybody. It's very serious. Okay, so imagine like a drum roll, a very quiet drum roll, and here we go. 30 seconds. Again, that's us building up to it. Okay. Right, here we go, and go.
Elliot.
Oh, look, stop the clock. What is it, Mark?
Can we just have a moment?
Yeah, well, look, there's a cue. You have to wait. I'm doing an audio tribute to the deaf.
Didn't you fake being deaf just to get benefits?
No.
Yeah, you did. And you were going to go to jail, but they gave you a pardon only after you had to attend a hearing.
You done? Is that it? That's all the ear-related humour that you've got? Because there's your
Well, I could wax on for a bit further.
Yeah, yes. No, look here. Oh, you got me doing it now. Look, does your interruption serve any purpose apart from making one word sound like another?
Surprise, surprise.
What?
Oh, here we go.
No. There's actually on the script, but it has turned into a tribute to
Yes.
that. But we should be more serious. What? Sorry, should we go to the script?
Yes.
Okay, go. Sound like another.
Surprise.
What have you done?
Well, tonight, Elliot.
Can I do that again? What have you done? I did right emphasis. What have you done? No. How do you say it? What have you done?
What have you done?
What have you done?
What have you done?
I don't know. I've
Well,
got
tonight, Elliot.
What have you done?
What hasn't he
What
done?
have
That's the
you
question.
I'm nearly
What
done.
have you... Oi,
All right.
listen, right? What have you done? So I can do impressions as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Ta-ra for now.
Well, tonight, Elliot,
Yes.
you thought you were doing something fine and profound.
Not really.
But actually, you're going to love this, especially for you.
You haven't.
I have. We looked everywhere.
Yeah?
We knew what you would want most in the world. We all chipped in and
You didn't.
we did. Flown straight from Ipswich, your old dance and drama teacher, Brian Chalice,
Hello, Elliot.
Where did you find it?
in Soho.
Hello, Elliot.
That's all we could make him say, I'm afraid. His mind's gone a bit.
Okay.
Hello, Elliot.
Well, wow, I don't know what to say. Hello, Mr. Chalice? Hello? He's not saying it back. He's not saying hello
He
back.
doesn't really know what he's really saying. It's a bit sad.
Hello, Elliot.
Oh, there we go.
No, hang on. I know that inflection. It means he wants to go to the toilet. That it may be too late.
Hello, Elliot.
Oh dear, that sounds a bit urgent. That's more like a cry for help.
Hello,
Hello?
Elliot.
I think he recognises me.
No, his brain's gone. We had to do a whole response and reward scheme to get this out of him. I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Oh, it's such a shame, isn't it? Yeah, because he was such an inspiration to me. You know, he gave me that lead role in The Back Eye at college, and he got me to play Malvolio. That's because of him. You know, he had so much faith in my abilities. You know, he taught me about the craft. You were the right height.
What was that?
We needed a tall boy to play King Pentheus, and you fitted the role.
This is amazing. I can't believe it.
Neither can I. I got that role because I could act, not my height. No, you didn't.
This is a truly remarkable moment in medical history. He has retained actual memories.
Well, what about Twelfth Night? No one else wanted the part. But you said I was funny. You were funny in the bits that were meant to be serious, and seriously unfunny in the funny bits. It's hopeless. Sorry, can you take him away, please?
Too much of an emotional moment to share, is it? Because he's not alone.
Oh.
Another surprise.
Yeah?
I've got your home maths teacher waiting outside.
Oh, God, not Mr. Isom.
And that girl you thought who liked you in the sixth form, we've got her too.
Hello, Elliot.
Oh, I think he's reverted.
Shame.
I can bring the others in.
No, really don't. We haven't got the time. Hello, Elliot.
Oh, dear. I think I need to change him.
Time, gentlemen, please. Come on, time, gentlemen, please.
Excuse me.
Glasses.
Excuse me, madam.
Glasses.
Sorry.
Give my bloody glasses back. I can't see a thing.
Excuse me. My good sir, could I please use your telephone? It's a dire emergency.
What, you policeman? There's nothing bent over here, apart from Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. This is no fey perversion. The human race is in danger. This place is in danger. It's in danger.
Keep the noise down. You scare away my customers. Actually, they should have gone by now. Get out of my pub. Give my glasses back. I can't see a bloody thing. Yeah, mate, the phone's over there.
Thank you, my good man. Operator, put me through to the police force at once. Hello? Hello? Sir, this phone is cut off. The human race is in peril! In peril! Oh, no, wait, it's working now.
Professor Radius?
Yes, who's asking?
I'm asking you to walk out of this public house as quietly as possible.
And why should I want to do
In
that?
my hand, I have a sonic reactor blaster pointing directly at your groin.
I see. Well, it takes more than that to frighten the hearts of men. But I'll come with you.
I thought you might.
Where are we going?
We are going to the heart of the Glamourites.
Very well, I thought of going on holiday this year, but I'll come with you. Wait, what's that over there?
What over there?
My fist! Take that! Welcome to Great Britain, alien scum.
That was pretty amazing. That was an exclusive clip from The Vanity Project, a cult sci-fi classic that we were talking about last week, weren't we?
We were.
We had the actor Thogden what was it?
Artois.
Yeah,
Artois. We had him in.
30 seconds silence isn't what it used to be, is it?
It's not what it used to
No.
be. It's, basically it's well, exactly. I don't know where that came from. That was they obviously said that's good. I'm glad that Mark was paying attention. I have no idea what that meant, but basically, the Vanity Project. Mark, now you're quite a sci-fi buff.
I
what
am,
can
yeah.
you tell me about the Vanity Project? We have another clip coming up in a minute, but eventually, I remember that it was on Clapperboard and Chris Kelly was on there, and he started to show a clip from it, but it turned out to be from Debbie Does Dallas, so that was a bit awkward.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real cult movie. I mean, it makes The Wicker Man look like, EastEnders, really.
It does, and that's just Debbie Does Dallas. What was the Vanity Project like?
Well, it's just so rare. I mean, if you're in a car boot sale and you come across the Rushes, then you really should snap up a copy, because I think, if it went to auction, we could be looking at 3, 4, maybe 5
pence. Pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, apparently, you didn't know this, but Sarah was actually in that movie. She was in the Vanity Project. You were one of the glamorous dancers at the front. I know you.
That's right.
You were there.
I was.
Now, apparently, the director of it, he has spoken and he said, to be honest, what you did on the soundstage was a little bit inappropriate, but they used
Unsound.
it.
He said it was more like an
it was
unsound
lots of
stage,
fun.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, could you demonstrate it for us now?
What, including the costume?
Including the costume. Because we brought
Which
the costume
I
along
took
with
off.
it. Yes, you took off the costume.
I did.
Please put the costume back on, Sarah.
No, I had a bathing suit underneath it.
Okay, that's right.
That
So
was totally decent. I had a bathing suit and a towel,
Yeah.
and then I just did a lovely mime of pretending I was swimming.
Oh, swimming!
Yes.
Oh, that's because he just got completely the wrong idea, and it scared him so much that he lives on a small island now.
Really?
Yeah, he has. It's a very, very small island. In fact, it's so small you can only see it close up when you're near
I
it.
think, he got very excited.
He did,
Actually,
yeah.
during the swimming.
What sort of swimming were you
sequence.
doing? Were you doing backstroke?
No, we were doing synchronized. I did a bit of swimming, and then I got the other girls to do some synchronized swimming. And he got very, very excited.
He did. He laid
Yes,
down and he
wet
pretended to be a
himself. I think
sundial.
That's
Yeah.
why he lives elsewhere now.
Yeah, that's
And
right,
He was
it's good.
very, very embarrassed.
Yes, because we actually do have a photograph of you there.
In the bikini.
In a bikini.
swimming.
There you go. And look at that. And could you sign it for us?
Yes, of course I can.
So
sign.
basically, that's the prize for next week. If anyone can, well, we're not going to tell you what the question is right away, but we do have this exclusive prize, which is a picture of one of our guests in a bikini. Because last week it was we didn't have a prize last week, did we? I'm thinking of the future. In the future, we do have a picture of Mark the Hook in his underpants, and Mark Keegan in Mark the Hook's underpants.
I know.
As well.
Back
And
to
they'll
Not
be
at the
signed.
same time. Not at the
Not
same time.
well, that's maybe. Who knows? But basically, we've all got nude pictures of each other, so we're gonna sign them now. So I'm gonna pass one to you, Mark the Hook. If you could just sign there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if Mark Keegan, could you sign
I can
sign
sign
on
it.
the bottom
Should
and
we
the leg?
set a question that you have to answer?
The
to
question
Linda?
was,
There
do we
you
not have a
go.
question?
Where
Okay.
is Auntie? I think.
Where is
Wants-
Auntie?
Where is Auntie?
Yeah, and okay, well, we do know he's in Edinburgh, so at the moment, but what we are going
Have we
to
got
do.
a photo of him?
He couldn't fit in the underpants.
He
That's
couldn't
Have
fit
we
in the
got a
underpants,
picture
no.
of him?
Well,
No, we haven't.
We haven't got a picture of him at all, because basically, what I wanted to reveal to everybody is apparently in the reverse of what happens in Back to the Future, if we keep taking pictures of each other and putting it onto a virtual setting, we will cease to exist. So stop taking photos and put them on Facebook, because eventually Facebook will fade away and we'll have no records of what we are, or what we look like, because by the time we get to the age that we were when we realise that Mad Max 3 is just around the corner, the internet will explode. There you go. So Richard Branson told me that in a dream. He did.
In a dream.
In a dream.
In a dream.
And to be honest, it wasn't on a train though, because his trains are unique. They are quite. Have you seen his new version of a train?
Yes.
What does it look like?
It's got wings and it takes off.
Right.
It flies, goes underwater,
Ah.
and it's sort of yeah.
So that's what you mean, like first class.
It's first class.
First. It is like a dream, isn't it?
It is like a dream.
It's
It is like a
beautiful.
nightmare. So it's quite
It's
good.
like
So
a silver dream machine.
It is.
I know that was David Essex.
It's
wasn't
a
it?
great. Is that a movie? I
It
like
is a
Dave-
movie,
I must
yeah.
point out. I'm going to put my hand up here. Oh, sorry about that, Sarah. I put my hand somewhere else. And sorry about that. And Mark, you don't mind, do you? Oh,
That's all right.
that feels better. Yeah. David Essex made some really good movies. So That'll Be the Day is awesome.
I thought you meant
Stardust is
When
awesome.
David Essex makes a good movie, that'll be the day.
No, they are really
Oh,
good.
right.
I'm genuinely being genuine here
You are genuinely
about
being
it.
genuine.
I'm genuinely being genuine that he has made some classic movies. If you've not seen That'll Be the Day, Stardust, and Silver Dream Machine, these are certainly films made at the time that they were made.
Absolutely.
They are genuinely, films featuring David Essex and other people. Yeah, they are generally. I sound like I'm actually knocking. These are really good
What
movies.
about Hard Day's Night? That was a good movie.
And David Essex isn't in that movie,
No,
so
he
it
isn't
disproves
in
my
that.
theory.
Well, he
to be
could have
honest.
been as a
But-
child.
Yes,
Yeah.
because what's his name? Phil Collins, as a child,
Appears
is
in Hard Day's Night. That's true. Yes.
Yes.
He
That
actually.
was a wonderful movie. They made it in 6 weeks, and they tried to make it just quickly as to go with the launching of the album.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be a rock and roll classic.
Yeah, and Ringo Starr was ill during the making of it, and that's apparently where they got the really good performance. I'm not being facetious. The bit where he's walking along near the cobbles and
he
the boy
falls over.
and
Yes.
dies, because Ringo Starr apparently died during making that movie, and they had to make a whole sort of a model out of him out of plasticine and clay, which accounts for him looking the way that he does. So there you go. That's
Well,
true.
Even today.
He's made out of plasticine, which is ironic
He
because
certainly
he
is
did
when he tries
voiceover
to
of.
sing. That's true.
Oh well, no, I'm not going to knock. Actually, buck off, careful. Boogaloo or something. There's a really good song that Ringo Starr did with Mark Bolan, and I heard it last week, and it's really worth finding. Again, I'm being genuine about stuff that people use take Mickey out of. I can't think what it's called. Back Off Bungaloo or it's really good. So I recognise
Mark
that.
Bolan did a duet with Scylla as well.
Did
He did.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Oh,
how
Scylla
do we
did a
feel?
duet
How do
with
we feel
everyone.
about? And it's very controversial. Tell me, how do we feel about the absence of Cilla Black from this planet? Is it? Do we feel happy about it? Do we feel sad about it? I didn't really know her, so to be honest, I don't know.
She was a national treasure, Elliot. I mean,
yes,
we can't keep losing our national treasures.
We can't. What should we
it is
do?
inevitable
How can we
as
stop
they
losing
age.
national treasures? Who's the next one to go? I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't like to speculate.
Go on, speculate.
No.
Go on.
Cliff Richard?
Speculate.
Oh,
you will
controversial.
speculate. Who's that?
Cliff Richard?
Cliff Richard. Oh, well,
I thought you were saying that the Daleks might be the next to go.
Yeah,
Are
they
they national treasures?
They are national treasures and that sort of thing. Now, apparently another... Yes. Oh, I see. Well, our producer just made a reference to a film I've never seen, which doesn't feature David Essex, National Treasure, with Nicolas Cage. So we're going to make sure that I mean, if the world was missing that National Treasure and National Treasure 2, the world would be a happier place, because I've not seen those films, but they're not as good as Stardust or That'll Be the Day featuring David Essex. Few things are, apart from season 14 of Doctor Who. Which reminds me, for no reason whatsoever, to our other clip of the Vanity Project, which we do have here. It's a very short one. Here we go.
So this is what something looks like that I've never seen before looks like.
This way.
Fascinating.
Sure it is.
The inside of an alien interior.
Don't think of pressing anything.
I say, isn't that...
No, it isn't. You won't recognize any of the technology.
Isn't one of those...
No, it's not.
Well, maybe I'll understand
Leave it alone.
this. I recognize that flashing green button anywhere, as if I've never ever realized something before. That is your self-destruct button, and you foolishly put me right next to it.
Press the
Ha ha! Humanity beats you every time. I will press it.
Don't press it.
I will press it.
Don't press it.
I'm going to press it.
Really, don't press it.
Ow!
Told you.
That really hurt.
Now, that we can't play any more of that clip because it gets very, very explicit. But there you go. So there's other things that he has to press. But what time is pressing on. So what I want to say is thank you hugely to the gorgeous, slinky, feminine, I got it right this time, SARA Mason, for all her comic and gorgeous glamorousness. Hooray! And hooray to Mr. Mark Keegan and Mr. Mark Hemorrhoids H. I'll stop saying that now. And our wonderful producer and the two wonderful ladies who are waiting outside to take us away and get us out of here, because they're about to do their show, which is called Their Show, and I've not been paying enough attention to know what it's called. It's the Monday Mashup. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying get mashed while listening to it, but it might help. So thank you for tuning in to listen to me continuously talking, but now I'm going to stop. Thank you and good night.